Hello friends, and today we are visiting another server. Today we're visiting Empire in Flames. Now, Empire in Flames is maybe about a year old. They came out with a lot of things that pioneered a lot of the race building in Star Wars Galaxies. So I wanted to visit their server. I looked through their forums and I did not see a lot of activity recently. So I can't really say what the current population looks like. We'll see more about that when we get in. And I have sound muted because it's the first time I've been in this server. So, what can you expect from this server? First of all, they have professions and skills. So professions cost no skill points, but you need experience to gain a level. But you can only have one profession at a time. And then you can have 2.5 trees of skills on top of that. So you can acquire different skills without actually having the profession. They require experience to level 2, and you can have up to 250 points in them. I'm reading this and kind of trying to summarize it without having played it. There are supposedly a number of very custom housing units, and houses have to be built in player cities. So you can't build anywhere you want. I'm not sure how I feel about that. But, regardless, they did a crafting revamp, so it looks like they've done a lot of work, and I just don't see anything current. It doesn't mean they're not doing things. I just don't see anything right now that's telling me that they are. But, what do we have here? Races. We have Abyssian, Aqualish, Arcona, Bith, Bothan, Syrian, that's pretty cool looking. Chiss, Devronian, Duros, Gotal, Gran, Gungan. Oh god, you can be a Gungan. I don't know how I feel about that. Female Gungans look any... No, they don't look any different, just a little shorter. Human, Hut. I can't even fathom. Itachi, Ishtib, Thorian, Kaldor, Kubaz, Macau, Naltan, Night Sister. This looks a lot like the last server we reviewed that had all the races, who claim that they'd done all the development work on it. So, it was the best part of the game. Solistan, Togruta, yeah, because we made it Togruta. Trandoshan, Twi'lek, Weequay, Wookiee. I mean, they've done a good job with the races. But when it comes down to it, we've seen this before, so we're going to be a hut. Female huts get any? Oh, they're just a little bit shorter and a little bit different body style. So let's do this just for kicks. We're gonna make a hut, and we get very little customization, just some color. We're gonna go with a bright color, and we can be a bounty hunter, a commando, a doctor, entertainer, merchant, ranger, smuggler, squad leader. We are going to be... Look at all the little huts. A hut entertainer. That's got to be the most twisted thing you could be. That's a good name. I don't want to go through the tutorial. We're going to skip it. Let me get my recording software up so I can see it. I hit it under the web page. So I can't remember the name of the server we looked at that had these races and had all these things in it, the same similar things, and that one I believe had some problems with professionalism, so I'm not entirely sure if we're talking about the same one. I've looked at so many of these. It's hard to keep them straight. I really only try to deal with the one I'm looking at. I just know we've seen these races before, and I believe that at some point that server claimed that the races were theirs and they'd been working on them. I may have misunderstood. They may have said they improved them or added some more or whatnot, or they did get them from Mod the Planet because these were released, but this server claims to have created them all. So let's get our hut on the way. How do they move? Oh, it's just twisted. Poor little hut. Anyway, let's go to our favorite place, Mos Eisley. Can huts wear clothes? I wonder if huts can wear clothes. Ooh, character builder terminal. Character options. Can learn a skill. What skills do we have? Novice entertainer. That's all we need. There's the professions. Perfect. This server, I guess, is test. So let's make our hut a master dancer, and let's make our hut a master musician. Oh, we can't. Did we get the skill? We're a master dancer. Well, that didn't work out quite like I hoped. But hey, we're a master dancer. Now let's wiggle our butt over to the cantina. Okay, Hut's method of movement is going to be a bit annoying. Let's wiggle ourselves to the can. This is going to be annoying. And now we get to see Hut do pop lock. What? Hold on. Well, that's a little disappointing. This is a hut dancing. You wouldn't know it. We are dancing. Alright, that's enough of the dancing. Because apparently we're not doing anything. Okay, so huts can't dance. Let's go over to the market. How much credit do we have? 1,000. So this is going to be quick. I'm guessing this is just a test server. Wow. I wonder how that actually compares to a regular player. Where are all the commodities? I see nothing for sale. Anywhere. Alright, are there any player cities? Taiki, Enta, Espa, Isley, Anchorhead, Wayfar. Oh, there's one. Shuttleport. So we can go to Moss Korova. We'll go to Moss Korova. We'll check that out. Because like I said, they did say they had an extreme number of housing options. I would not recommend picking a hut. Although it looks like he's going to have a heart attack. Can we get credits? Yeah, we can. So let's learn the languages, and then let's give ourselves some credits. That's good enough. That'll get us some traveling money. I don't care about equipment. We're an entertainer. We've got no reason with having any equipment. We need nothing. We're self-sufficient. And there were no ship stuff, so I'm guessing no JTL. Let's see what planets are in here. So let's look at the galaxy map. Dallas, Dathomir, Yavin, Dantooine, Endor, Naboo, Aurora. So standard planet set. Let's look at Corellia, Corvella, Coronet, Dalbeck, I thought it said that Starport showed up as Shuttleport showed up as fly points, but I'm not seeing it. Let's go to Coronet because that's usually the good place to start. Actually, let's push our luck. Let's go to Naboo. Let's go to Theed. Travel seems a little cheaper. No, I don't need help. I know what I'm doing. This does appear to be a test server. So I was supposed to have shortened shuttle times. Doesn't seem like it. Anyway, I am guessing this is a test server, which is odd because maybe this is a development platform server. But if honestly, let's consider it this way. If you want to get on an SWG server and play with blue frogs, then Empire in Flames would be for you. You can create all the any character you want, and then you can modify that character to have any skill you want that character to have. So you could try out whatever you want. Looks like everything stayed about the same. No, some of them are gone. I think Brawler's gone. So there's Bounty Hunter. I was going to use this to do some class guides for some classes that I need to finish, but I don't want to waste a character slot on Basilisk for. That'd be nice for that, but these classes don't exist on here, and with some of the differences, it may alter how it plays. But let's go to Theed. Shuttle still zipping the same. And I've gotten spoiled on some of these other servers with all-time shuttles. Now that the shuttles are on a schedule again, it's kind of annoying. And it is hard to play with it muted, but hey, let's go in here while we're waiting. And sound. Let's turn master volume down to there, effects volume down to there, background music to there, player music down to there. Done. All right. Blue Frog in the same place they were on live. So let's go to the character builder terminal, and let's go to character options, and let's go to unlearn all skills. And let's go to learn skill, and we can be DK. Novice. Alright, cool. Let us go get items, weapons, unarmed, VK. That was novice TK. When do I get to use these? I'm certified. I lack the necessary requirement to wear this object. Let's see what we are. Okay, that's a little odd. It's not supposed to work like that. Because it's telling me I have the skill, and then it's telling me I can't use it because I don't have the certification. So that's a little strange. But I'll go with it because, you know, this is kind of a not really the way you want to do it. Let's just do unarmed hit 1. I want to see a hut TKA. That does change the difficulty. It puts them down to... Alright, we're getting 147 points per spider. And we do... Well, it's doing alright. It's got some good motion to it. Doesn't dance, but that's okay. I've never tried to create a character. Like a full character. Anyway, 147 points a shot. And we need 50,000. Well, it wouldn't be that hard. TKM is 250. That's not bad. I don't know what this gives us. Let's see, meditate. Does that do anything? No. Okay, custom races are cool, but lacking the motion and anything else. Ability to do any of the other stuff. I gotta say, if you're gonna play a character, custom character, don't play a HUD. The walking will kill you. because that is the worst form of locomotion I have ever worked in a game. Oh, yeah. Burst run. That is hilarious. Oh, I love that. That is so funny. Okay, let's go to Corellia. He is going to be so tired. The transport shuttle looks like instant death. Better not touch the transport shuttle then. Okay, Freddy Island, Coronet, Pelivstal. Alright, so there is only one player city on this server. I'm guessing this server is somebody's test bed for developing things for Mod the Galaxy, and probably doesn't deserve a fair review, but we visited, and it was pretty cool. They've got a lot of neat things on here that you can mess around with. I don't see where anything's been developed for a while, so I don't know how much current stuff you're going to see on here or how many new advancements, but if you want to get onto a server and just play around and don't care about interacting with other players, I got to say, I'll probably keep this one on my list just to fool around with some of the characters, and you can max out your character and go do high-end content, because the Blue Frogs will give you whatever you need. They're for testing, for the people who didn't ever play on live and haven't played on any servers that have them. This is what's called a Blue Frog. It's not really blue, and it's not really a frog, but it's a character builder terminal. And when things went up into testing on the servers, they dropped these down, and you could go up to them, and you could enhance your character in ways that they needed you to test, so they would make certain things available to where they could test vendors, so they give you 1 million credits and then put a bunch of vendors out and you could buy things. Or if they wanted to test riflemen, they would let you be a master rifleman just by going to here and making your rifleman template, and you could try rifleman and you could try it with other things if that was allowed. But they had a bunch of different scenarios that we could do, and they used these to buff the characters rather than having the dev or an admin buff the character individually as they came on. They just let you do it, and it worked out really well. But these are still in the code, and they're familiar to a lot of people like me who played on live. But if you didn't play on live, well, not live, but beta and test during certain periods, but if you didn't play on those servers, you didn't have a good sense of what these could do, and that's what they're for. It looks like he has a person in his mouth. Looks like he ate somebody. That looks like somebody in his mouth. Looks very happy about it, too. I don't know. I'm not going to dwell on that. Anyway, I don't think the server deserves too much time. Not because it isn't a good server, because it's actually very responsive, and I'm having a great time on here. But I don't think it deserves to be featured, because there's no player base to draw people to. There's no people playing. There's nothing on here. However, like I said, if you want to fiddle around on a server that has Blue Frogs and a whole bunch of really cool stuff, and you'll have a good time, then yeah, give this one a visit if you want. It's not hard to install it, and I'm going to keep this one because if the server is still open and available, I will probably check it out further for my own personal benefit. There's no point in going any further in the review because there's not really anything to review. I don't think the server is utilized as a server, but it was advertised on SWGEMU. It just doesn't have the population. But hey, you know what? This would be a cool thing if a couple of your friends want to get together and you want to make master level characters in PvP, or you want to take out some high-end stuff, or you want to try some things out and see how they work out. Come on over here. Blue Frog your way up to wherever you want to be. Make yourself whatever you want and go knock it down. Or if you just want to hang out and make a weird band, do that. It's also be a great place to make some YouTube videos on specific things like new music videos. And if you have never watched any of the Star Wars Galaxies music videos, you're missing out. If you played the game and you have not watched the Baby's Got Back music video, then go watch it, or Fet's Vet. Those two videos stand out the most in my mind, and somebody did Vanilla Ice, Ice Ice Baby. They're just hilarious. And if you have not watched them, you definitely should go check them out. And they're easy to search for. You will have a serious case of nostalgia if you watch those. Anyway, this is Empire in Flames, and apparently a really cool server. It's very reliable. I didn't have any problems, and had a great time visiting. It was actually quite fun. It was a nice break from taking a server so seriously, trying to find bugs and problems and issues, to just find a server that probably isn't taking itself seriously at all, and get on here and just fool around. But that's not the point of these visits. But I'm still going to upload the video. I honestly, if you want to play on here, I don't see where you can't. But I don't think you're going to meet anybody, and there's no economy to develop, and there's no real anything that I can see to develop. There's no player. There's one player city on Tatooine, and that's it, that I saw. But you know what? This could be fun for a lot of people in a lot of uses, and it's just you're not going to have fun players to play with unless you bring your own. So, Empire in Flames, folks. I would, not only would I play here again, I probably will play here again. Although we're going to recreate a new character because the Hutt's method of movement is just a little too bad. But I'm not making a Gungan, ever. Anyway, till next time, I'll catch you guys later, and hopefully next time we catch a server that's actually alive and operational with some player base. Or at the very least case, we have another fun one like this one, because it really is nice to laugh when you play this game. And it's been a long time since I've had an opportunity to do that. Last time I had an opportunity to laugh was when I was hanging out with Mobius and Andrew Arsenal, and that was probably one of my favorite days in the recent game, or that post-live game, that I've had in ages. So those two guys are awesome. And anyway, I'm going on about nothing. I'll post the link of the server in the description if you want to check it out. If you want me to visit another server, let me know. I will be happy to go take a visit and see what's the story on it, and we will check it out. But I saw this one and it sounded neat, and I just did the video about how to do the install, and this is the server I did the installation for, because it looked complex. It wasn't as complex as I thought, but it looked complex initially, and I got into it. It was actually pretty easy, but it was a good example for the install video, so I figured we'll follow through on the visit. I got more I want to do, more places I want to visit, and we will get to those as we can. But for now, this is Empire in Flames, and this server has been a riot. So I will catch you guys next time. Anyway, thanks for watching. I'll see you later.